down here. Can somebody tell me if you can definitely hear me? Because this is starting to worry me. I can hear me. I could hear myself last time as well, but hopefully somebody, yeah, just somebody in the comments, just say, I can hear you, Bonbon, and we will be good to go. No point me pushing on. If you can't hear me, then basically we've got lost cause. Yay! So, global settings. Would you believe it? I've not changed anything since my last stream. Certainly not in the global settings. Must have been an update of the software. I don't know, but basically everything was set as normal, up and going. So I haven't actually got things set right, but you can hear me, and that's what matters. I'm hearing echo. We're going to have to deal with echo, because if there is echo, I mean, literally don't even know where to start with that. So we're just going to, whatever you can hear is what we've got. So anyway, here's the plan for this week. Already lost some time this week, but we might be able to get all 6 maps in. As usual, we're going to be doing... Sorry, I should start the show properly. I've done it once, but you didn't hear me. Hi, I'm BonBonB. You're very, very welcome. It's Treasure Hunt. No echo. Good to hear. So it's obviously just feedback through here. What can I do? Anyway, right. So, yeah, Treasure Hunt. We're going to be looking at 6 maps from the workshop. These 6 maps have no thumbnail, very little description, if any. No clues. Well, very little in the way of clues as to whether they might be any good or not. I think there might be one that might be a little bit better than the normal. We're going to be doing that map as map number 3. Gives people a chance to come and join the stream. And so, yeah, we're going to get rolling. Going to start with the map that I suspect is going to be meh. And then move on to a map that I suspect is going to be a bit better than meh. And then the third map is probably going to be the map, assuming everything works at this end. And then we got 3 maps to come after that. Okay, so we haven't really got much of a few, but we just get rolling. Shall we get rolling? People can catch up. We have catch up on here, don't we? Switch to the game screen, Bonbon. Ah, it's working. Even that wasn't working a moment ago. And I don't know why. Do you know what? This streamer's life, it's not for me, is it? It's more I'm a YouTuber, not a streamer. So anyway, right. So the plan is to let me. I'm going to go back to that window so that I can start our first map up. The first map that I need to find is that one. So new game. What can I tell you about this one before we get started? It's got a lot of oil. It's got a fair amount of ore. It's got a little bit of fertile. It's got a decent amount of forestry and a lot of water. Vanilla temperate theme. And we get that started. I think we can get that started. I will share screen with you as always once I know that we're definitely rolling. We're not just going to hang. We are rolling. Okay. So let me give you the little bit of information that I have. Hi, Parent PJ from Johannesburg. Good to have you along. Unfortunately, I have no sound effects. I didn't have any sound a minute ago, but I've got no sound effects still. And I spent best part of an hour trying to get this to work. I have things like my standard... anything that I've put in is working. Anything from voice mod is not working. So... I might probably just like lose voice mod completely and just it's going to take me time to put sound effects into the system again, but small price to pay. Anyway, where were we? Tell you a little bit about the first map from what I can garner. It's called New Map, but not in English. I would say the creator is from Poland. I would say it could be a lady creator. Speculative, just based solely upon their username. So yeah, possibly a female creator from Poland. The map is effectively called New Map, with a little bit of an addition onto the name of the map as well. So it's New Map and then something on the end. I'm not going to tell you anything more about it, so we can't track them down. Of course, remember, we're going to be very kind in the comments and in the chat, or as kind as we can be. because these creators, of course, could be their first map, they could be a child, it could be somebody with a learning difficulty, it could be the best map ever. We don't know. This is why we're doing this, just for fun. Map number 3 today, I have suspicions it might be a little bit special, so do hang around for that one, no matter whether the first 2 or 3 maps are any good or not. Right, so let's have a, let me move that over to here so I can see what's going on the screen, and pull that up there. I can see some chat going. What? Where's my, and we'll get this. There's my chat. I'm gonna move that over there. I can see my chat now. Excellent. And yeah, let's shut these windows down. Boom, boom, boom. Hello, right, we've got Curtis is here. Good to have you. Yes, I'm alive and well, just about. Florida's underwater. Oh, really? Anyway, yes, we're up and rolling. We're up and rolling. Right, so first impressions, or the very first thing we see before we do before we do any moving or anything like that. Let's just get the preset in so it looks as good as it's gonna go without any tweaking. Right, well, there's not too much to say apart we've got a decent amount of forestry, got a cleared area up here, and it looks like the highway, I'm hoping there's an intersection along here somewhere because it looks like only one of the 2 highway runs alongside. Anyway, let's have a little play at start simulation off at what we've got. Right, so there's your start square. Looking at this lake down here, it looks a little bit digitized and a bit possibly underfilled. Again, we'll have a look at that in a moment. Vanilla wishbone, not really a surprise, but not a bad. It's not a bad start square. The creator hasn't done a bad job here at all. The highway just running up here gives us optimum amount of buildable space before you buy the second tile. If you're doing a speed build, this is not a bad speed build tile, so that's not bad at all. Something to consider if you're a speed builder. Okay, let's pull the camera back and see what we, okay, right, now we've got a decent view of said map. Let's do the usual bits and pieces. Right, there's your terrain heights. The island over here looks a little bit lumpy, and the rest of it looks fairly flat. We've got resources. I told you there's a lot of oil. Did I not say there was a lot of oil? We've got a lot of oil. Okay. And then if you've got Sunset Harbour and we'll do some fishing, it's mostly the shellfish. A little bit around the coasts of various, including a bit of tuna there by the looks of it. Okay. And I guess while we're here, let's have a little look at the shipping routes. Well, the 2 shipping routes are fine. These air routes are a little bit angular. Aeroplanes love going in right angles. Just in case you didn't know. You should know. It should be one of the first things you learn at high school. And not that, I'm just saying, bridges are a bit low. But no, bridges are perfectly low for aeroplanes. That's not a problem. Right, that's good. Water flow in the start square. This is going to be a good question, actually. Where's me water at the top there? Okay, down to start square. There's no water flow, so it looks like water towers, and that's your sewage basin for your start square. Okay, let's admire the map. Are you enjoying the admiration of the map? I am. That is a bit clunky. But again, this is to be expected. We're not really expecting this creator. Oh, I didn't say. I think this is my first map. Let me just check. Pretty sure. I haven't put this down in the notes as my first map, but I'm pretty sure it was my first map. If I remember rightly, also, it doesn't have any subscribers, but it's only been on the workshop a few hours. So it hasn't had time to get any subscribers, but with no description, no thumbnail, with a name called New Map, you're not really encouraging people to come play. To be fair, I mean, you're not going to be doing any building on that, but that's pleasingly good in terms of map balance and design. I think that adds. Yeah, we've got the weight of all this flat area, and we just got this over here. How does it look from down here in the background? I've seen worse backgrounds. Okay, there's nothing over around the rest of the map, but I've seen worse than that. And in terms of playable space, plenty of playable space. Yeah, it's a island for a grid city with a big old bridge. Everybody loves a big old bridge on either. Oh, hello. That might be slightly problematic. We might have a bit of a boo-boo over this side, but the other side isn't. And as long as the traffic can get into and out of the city, I don't see a problem. Let me just come over here and make sure we do have outside connections. We certainly do. Well, it's not broken. It has a few minor issues, a few little talking points, a few little things that the creator can just learn from and do better next time. I am appreciative of the lake down here for a water source in the start square. And yeah, let's have a little look at your comments and see where we are. Comments. There we go. Right, so where we go. Do very good speed build map, definitely. Good. Even and all, you're not missed much. No, you're here from map number 1. Map number 3 today. I'm predicting map number 3 is the one. Mark my word. I think it's gonna possibly be not necessarily more playable, but remember that London map we had, I don't know, what, 3 weeks ago, something like that, and it was the one map that I've actually shared the link to because it was worthy. I think it was value for a shared link. I think map number 3 is going to get a shared link. Without seeing it, I've got nothing. I've just got this gut instinct that it's going to be good. Submarine Cars of the Future will love it. Donated blood today. Good for you, Simon. Absolutely good for you. My mother's still receiving blood in hospital, so you never know. I mean, it's going to be probably a bit of a journey to get your blood across to her, but yeah, she's still breathing. Still breathing. Right, anyway, I don't see any reason to hang around with this map anymore. We've basically seen everything. What we haven't seen. Let's go under the water. There we go. Hang on. Oh, yeah, you can just about see. I'm just looking at the sand there, thinking, have they painted the entire underwater in sand? They painted a lot of the underwater in sand, if you can make that one out. But yeah, you've got the edge of the sand running around here. Falls just short, then makes landfall for this patch, and then follows down. You know what? They've had an effort. And you know what? I don't hate this map. I have seen maps that are far inferior to this. I don't hate it. Obviously, I don't love it. I'm not inspired by it. I won't be playing it, but I'm glad to have seen it. This, as a start map for tonight's show, was, I would say, a bit of a winner. Right, let's hide the map while I shut the game down, relaunch the game, and we'll have a look at map number 2. Quit to desktop, boost, it's gone. Right, back to desktop and click play. We'll just wait a few minutes while it goes through the loading screen, not the launch screen, the launch screen. Yeah, not the launch screen, yes, the launch screen, the launcher. Oh man, so yeah, I'm quite excited. More or less back on top of my workload. So that was last week became a problem. Doing all of the running around, I was quite exhausted, and just couldn't. And then of course the problems with, was it Monday show last week, where I lost a whole day. It was I think it was 13 hours total recording time to get. Hello game, don't you hang on me. Yeah, I think it was 13 hours to make Monday show last week, where typically it's about 3. and I was so far behind and so exhausted, and it was just so I had to give up the streams last week. I might have to. Oh no, it's launched. We are back. We are back up at the game screen. So yeah, so that was last week. I'm more or less back on schedule for this week. Everything's pretty much recorded. I'm sort of getting a little bit mentally ahead for next week as well. So all things being well, as long as I don't have to rush back down to the hospital unexpectedly, I should be good. And Thursday, now please, if you're watching this and you like my stuff, I've got a Let's Play I want to do on Thursday. I'm going to play for a couple of hours no matter what. And as soon as I say what it is, I know there's going to be a few of you go, no, it's not for me. I was saying the same. It's a zombie survival game that has enough ticks in the tick boxes to interest Cities Skylines players, in that it's a bit strategic. That it's not a really it's not a first person slash 'em and bash 'em. It's a lot deeper than I gave it credit for when I first started playing it. I mean, my first Let's Play, first couple of Let's Plays, I was bleeding all the time, and I couldn't get enough bandages. Who knew that when you smash a window and climb through it, there's glass in the window. You cut yourself when you climb through a window that way. Who knew? But who knew that you could also take the glass out of the window before you climb through? It's got that level of depth. If the window doesn't open, you can smash it. You can climb through in a hurry, but you can cut yourself. Or you can take all the glass out, which takes a little bit long. It has that level of depth. And it's not just in smashing the windows. It's in everything. It's, do I throw on my leather jacket? So do I put on my leather jacket to go out? It'll give me protection from the zombies, but it's warm outside. It's based in Kentucky, which is not the coldest of states. So, it's so much. Please join me Thursday night. Project Zomboid with me, BonBonB. Looking forward to it. And there's a possibility. There is a possibility that I'll be doing a joint Let's Play at some point with This Old Gamer. We're in discussion over it, and if we can make it work, we'll have a transatlantic Let's Play as well. Right. Okay. Let's get map number 2 up. And we'll have a little look at what map am I loading? What's map? Right, so I need that one. New game. And we're looking for this one, I do believe. Let me just check to make sure that that corresponds with this, because this is in foreign. And foreign in the way that looks like definitely the map. Right, okay. Right, before I click start, I'll tell you that this map has no oil. It has a reasonable amount of ore. It's packed with fertile. It's got a little bit of forestry and 50% water. So all cool. Every map we're looking at today is running with the vanilla temperate themes, and we've got no loading screen thumbnail either. Right, click play. Let that one. Right, we're up. We are up. Cool. So, right, while this does the loading thing, I'm going to do my usual disclaimer. Of course, we're going to be kind in the comments and kind in the chat. This creator could be the best creator we've ever met, or they might be a child. They could be somebody with learning difficulties. It could be your own mother. It could be somebody who was high or drunk or just making their first map. So let's just be kind as we can. And let me give you the background information that I have gleaned from this map, which has no thumbnail and no description. It is in Chinese. The name is in Chinese. It looks like it's a real life location. I've not been down and checked it, but it looks like a real life location. The creator's name, which is also in Chinese, is very laid back. The creator's name is very laid back. I'm not going to tell you the creator's name, but if I said to you something like, take it easy, or be cool, it's that kind of creator name. So it's, yeah, it's nice. It's a nice name. Okay. This map has a grand sum of 7 subscribers before I subscribe to it, so that's not bad. Our third map will beat that. And then this is my first map as well, so it's all good information. Okay, it looks like we are just about up and ready. Let me go and get rid of some of these pop-ups. Pop, pop, and start simulation. And actually stop simulation. I want to check the height of the bridge. It looks like it's going to be okay. And presets, what map, load preset, bish. Okay, right. Well, before we move the camera and do anything, first impression of this. It looks okay actually. You know, the slope coming down to this water's front is quite smooth. We've got a good transition into the bridge, which looks like it might be a good height for the shipping to go underneath. And we've got pre-built networking as well, which is, I mean, it's Grid City, but again, the height where it goes underneath the bridge here looks good. This could be the best week we've ever had for maps. Could be. Right, I'll be checking the chat in a moment. So let's have a little, pull the camera back and we'll have a look at the start square from above, which is pretty much what we could see from the side. I think we've not learned anything else from that maneuver. Excuse me. Pull the camera right the way back, and there is our real life location. Well, I'll tell you that from what I can gather, I would say this is a city in China. We won't really surprise you being from a Chinese creator. And let's do the usual. Let's just check the terrain heights. It's pretty flat. And resources. Wow, I did say it was packed with fertile. They have gone to town with fertile here. A little patch of ore there as well, which is nice. I like the idea of that being a mining area. If you've got Sunset Harbour and want to do some fishing, got a real mix of fish. That's more surprising than I thought. So that's pretty cool. And we'll check for the shipping routes. Shipping routes, we can zoom in a little bit here. We have one which is going to do a right angle, and then a jinky jank up here, liking that it goes either side of this bridge, so you won't get shipping clipping through the pillar, but that bridge is definitely too low for vanilla shipping, so you will get shipping clipping through the bridge. Yeah, it's a little close to the edge there, but that's not so bad. And then over here, I'd like to see it a bit more central. Doesn't quite, you're not actually going to get any clipping here, but if we start the simulation off, we'll just check the height of this. Yeah, it's just a little bit too low. Just a little bit too low, but it's close. It's very close. Water flow in the start square. Oh, hang on, we haven't finished checking the shipping route. Let's follow that to the end. It's a bit clunky around here, and yes, we've got a right angle turn here, and we have some lowish bridges there, and a lot of shipping coming down this route as well. My goodness. Okay. I mean, I'm guessing real life location has all of this. So yeah, it's a bit clunky with the shipping route. These rivers looks a bit like a moose, doesn't it? Do you think? Moose antlers. Right. Water flow, start square, water flow. Do you know what? I didn't expect it to have any. Problem is, it's coming in from both sides. Got water flowing in from this way, water flowing in from that way, so we're going to have a null point with sewage here. So that's going to be pretty. Okay. We've done that. Let's have a little so that bridge, that transitions very nicely. Goes in a good height. Hang on, this is a I think this might be network extensions too. I think. Yeah, it's a network extension. So yeah, it's not listed as a requirement. So if we were given this stars, this would definitely be a broken map. So that's a bit of an omission. And let's have a little wander down here. Got rail with no oh, of course it's network extensions to road, isn't it? I didn't realise that network extensions to these roads didn't have level crossings. That's maybe something I'm just picking up. I'll come and check the chat in a moment. I see there's plenty going on in the chat. See, there's plenty going on in the chat. I'll come and catch up on that in a moment. Yeah, real life. As real life location maps go, I don't think we're talking about the most realistic, but it's playable. Looks like it could be do with a bit more fill on that lake there, but it's playable. It's fairly nicely presented. Yes, network extension 2 is required and it's not listed, so that's a fail. But assuming you've got it, this is fine. Let's have a little look down here at the rail. So even the way the rail here, I mean, yes, it's a bit bumpy. I did say it was my first map. For a first map, this isn't too bad at all. Right, let's go and have a little look at some of your comments on them. Let me pull the camera right the way back so you can get a better view of the whole thing. Right, let's have a little look what we got going on down here. Right, so 2 weeks ago, oh, your blood is ended. All right, cool. Wow, it's nice to be told that where your blood's going. My mum's not in any of those, so but yeah, there are plenty of other people who need it. You thought of a joke earlier, did you, Simon? Okay, told it to your wife twice and have since probably forgotten it. She said it was a good one. Yeah. Yeah. I can recite stuff from donkeys years ago with Shakespearean passion. Can't remember. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I can name the starting 11 from England's Mexico World Cup match against Argentina. I can do that. I couldn't even tell you half the players in the current England squad. Tell you what, there's one I always forget his name. I can tell you his name right now because I've got myself a memory trick for remembering it. But the West Ham midfielder who plays like defensive midfielder for England, I can never remember his name. Declan Rice. Because now I think of him on the football field, Paddy Field, Rice Field. This is how I've managed to train my... Once I've got his surname, I can get his Christian name. Anyway, fertility fanatic, indeed. Yeah, water on both sides of the start square, always nice. We've got, yeah, I think I've pretty much caught up. Seems to be a lot of pre-made roads. Yeah, some won't like it. I'd agree with that. Not found maps of a lot of roads laid down. There's not a lot of roads laid down, but there are certainly enough. And the thing is, because it's a real life location, these are guideline roads. There's quite a distance between these roads. This isn't a block. This is several. This is a neighbourhood. So I don't mind the pre-built infrastructure on the map like this, where there is enough room in here. Because the thing is, if you want to design your own grid system in each one, you can. Or just put a great big roundabout in the middle. Anyway, that I think is going to do for map number 2. Map number 3 is the one I've got the hopes for. So next up is where it's all going to be everything's amazing, or we're going to be a rock bottom. Where is everybody? I've only got 11 viewers. What's going on? And one of those is me. I didn't do a stream last week, so people are out of the habit. Right, okay, let's come out of this, and I will shut down this. Maybe. Quit to desktop. Give it a couple of moments. And we're going for map number 3. Right. And then I'll tell you why I have high hopes for this map. It's a standout map in terms of everything, apart from the fact it has no description and it has no thumbnail. How anybody would expect to find it? And when you see, well, when I tell you how many subscribers this map has got already, you're going to be scratching your head. Because I know I am. Anyway, this creator very nearly got reviewed on WhatsApp a couple of weeks ago. One of their previous maps, because they have made maps before, which is always a good sign. One of their previous maps was eye-catching enough. It was nearly a Saturday map, because it was Friday Part 2 map, still a Saturday map in my head. Friday Part 2 map. It was quirky. It was it was quirky and interesting. It didn't get a review. Mostly, I think it could have done with a little bit more playable space on it, and it wasn't quirky and interesting enough in its own right. Pull this back up. In its own right, to really justify getting a review. That said, my Friday Part 2 map this week is, probably even less so. So I don't know if I'm probably not making a very good argument. Okay, right. So I'm going to start this map up. What's the name I'm looking for here? Oh, I've got it. Right. So we will do new game. Scroll down to find it. Here it is. Right, the information that I give you before we get started. Again, it's a vanilla temperate theme. Suitable area for building 36%. It's got some oil, a medium amount of ore, some fertile, a little bit of forestry, and a medium amount of water. So not as strong as the previous map, but I don't think you can beat like painting the entire thing in one colour. And click start. Right, so that is up and rolling. So we can come back to here, and I will give you the background information. Oh, before I do, again, for those of you who just joined and are new, we're going to be very nice in the comments, no matter how good or bad the map is, because the map could be the best map creator we've ever met, or it could be a child, or it could be somebody with learning difficulties, it could be somebody who was drunk at the time, it could be a first map, it could be your own mother. So we're going to try and be nice and supportive as much as we can, where it's possible. I'm suspecting this map won't need much help, because the map translates. I don't think it's going to be flat at all. I think it might not have a lot of playability in it. Okay, it's going to be bumpy from the name of the map. That's all I can give you from that. But because I don't want to give the name away right now. If the map is good enough, I will tell you. It's written in Chinese and translates into the fact that it's not going to be very flat at all. The creator has made 9, possibly 10 previous maps. I kind of lost track because they've made a whole bunch of assets as well, and it's a little bit of a mishmash. And I was basically scrolling through pages and pages. I think about 10 or 11 pages on their workshop. I think there's 9 or 10 maps on there. Some of the thumbnails are very good of their maps. Of their previous maps, some of the thumbnails are eye-catching and interesting and make me think maybe I should review that on WhatsApp. Okay, of that level. Some of the previous maps have no thumbnail and no description. It's an either or. This particular map has no thumbnail and no description. No, there is no description. It's just a map name. The creator is Chinese, I would say, based on the translation, and their name is botanical. There's a word for you. They have a botanical name. This map, normally I'd say it's got 3 subscribers or it's got 5 subscribers. This map, which was released 2nd of May 2021, so it's been out a while, has 1,124 subscribers. This is a map that does not have a thumbnail or a description. 1,124 subscribers. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's shut down some of these bits. 1,120. Well, first of all, you know what I said, it's not going to be very flat. It's not very flat. Okay. It's a bit of a challenging map by the looks of it. But before I move, I'll say I probably would want the road coming in to be down here rather than up here. Because the thing is, you're not going to be able to build up here, and you're still going to have to build the road down somehow into this area. Unless there's buildable space up here. Don't know. Yes, the backdrop. I can't remember what the mod is called, but yeah, I'll try to remember to look it up. But I think it's a bloody penguin mod, and it's like more loading screen. I don't know. Just pick stuff from Reddit anyway. Okay, let's have a butcher's hook at this then. The start square is not much building space. I did say I didn't think there was going to be much buildable space on this map. And I'm kind of right. I'm kind of excited to pull the camera back though. As dumb as it sounds, right? I've been building this map up, right? As dumb as it sounds, I'm excited for this because I've seen the thumbnails of some of their other maps. And they are all, well, what thumbnails, they're all eye-catching. Ready? Me neither. Here we go. Oh. If I'm completely honest with you, I am disappointed. I am disappointed. I was expecting something. I mean, I knew there was going to be a lot of hills and mountains. I was expecting something with more of a fantastical design or something. I don't know. 1,124 people have got this map. Oh, hang on. We haven't... it might make all the difference if I switch to that. There we go. That's better, isn't it? Oh, it's the best map ever. Anyway, right. Let's have a little look at the terrain heights. Let's see how it's been drawn in with the big circular. I don't mind using these for mountains, but you do have to go back and work over them just to take out some of the obvious. Let's have a little look. Resources, a little bit patchy, but possibly in areas. Let's go and have a little look down here. Yeah, maybe they're in areas where you can actually. Well, I don't think you're going to get much ore work done in here. It is a bit patchy. Was the map this way up? I think so. Sunset Harbour, if you've got that and you want to do some fishing, there's your fishing map. Shipping routes. Slightly, it's not quite right angle, is it? 60 degrees, I guess. Bum. What's going on down here? A bit of shipping clipping through the pillar there. Pillar clipping. And we've got a right angle turn going on here. Which way are you going, my friend? Going that way. Ah, it could be worse. Probably would be worse. Got some tunnel work going on. And I've just noticed, this is interesting to me. I don't know if you've been watching WhatMap lately. A few of the tunnels have been separating when I move the camera around, and there's definitely a mod setting somewhere. And these tunnels aren't. And yet I was doing one earlier this week, and the tunnels were. So I still haven't worked out what's actually causing the problem with that. But anyway, yeah, we've done. Oh, water flow in the start square. Where's the start square? Over here, maybe. There we go. Water is pushing that way, and it's still pushing that. Yeah, I would say the water flow works fine. The water flow works fine. So anyway, like I say, I'm a little disappointed by the map design. I've just seen something of interest. We'll go and have a look at that in a moment. Is this multi-lane, which to me says that we probably have... Can we come out of here? Thank you. What are we running on here? Again, network extensions 2, which isn't listed in the requirements, so therefore the map is technically broken. So that's a fail. Also got a bit of the tunnel clipping through from the underside over here. And if we spin back and go to the other side of the bridge, I think we'll see a bit of terrain clipping through the highway, which I would say, but it's not just the terrain. What's going on with this? Oh, I see. It's trying to tunnel. It's trying to force another tunnel here because it's got terrain, but it's only like a 10 meters or something. So yes, it's confused the game a little bit there. Yeah, we've got a few little emerging bits of tunnel going on here. What's going on with this? Is this rail? It is rail. That's done to a pretty nice standard. I mean, it's not to my taste, but it's done to a pretty nice standard, so plaudits for that. We've all seen rail do far more crazy things than this. That dead ends. We are coming down quite steeply at this point to come down. So I was really thinking this is the thing. You get your heart up on the map and you go, this is going to be a really good map, and it turns out to be not as good as you were hoping it to be. Where's that start square? There was a bit of highway coming into the start square, and I find, dang it, I'm going to have to do this. There we go, start square. So the highway comes out up here, and basically you've got to then make the road come down to here, where surely it's going to be easier. Let's have a little check to see the... So again, we've got an underground trumpet going on there. Surely, it'd be easier to put an intersection here feeding down into this area than what we have there. I don't know. But yes, we've got an interesting S-bend going on here. Do we think there was a highway or something coming this way at one point? I think. And then maybe they changed their mind. I think what's happened here is they've taken on way more than they were ready for. And it's not surprising, because it's way more than I think most of us would be prepared to have a go at. Real challenging effort of a map. I'm going to say that some of their other maps, let's have a look. Waterfall time, is it? Oh, even that's disappointing. Oh, but we have got a waterfall over here. I mean, everything about this map is making me very sad. I'm telling you, honestly, the maps, the thumbnails on their workshop, they're really good. Maybe that's why they didn't share a thumbnail of this map, because they couldn't find a good one. Because honestly, I'm very sad right now. Let's have a little look at your comments. No buildable space, indeed. And then we have they've gone to a lot of effort networking, correct? Gone over the whole map with us. Yeah, I think we could take out, we could go over the entire map with a smoothing brush. I mean, at 100% for about half an hour. Then it'd be playable. Turns out to be awkward is the phrase that came. Yes, just a bit awkward. Look, I've never tried to make a map. Can't say. So yes, it's. So the thing is, even this, as awkward as and clunky and unappealing, I think we can use that word. Because I'm selling them up. I'm selling them up, telling you how good some of their other thumbnails are. I don't even know what the argument I was going to make here was. But yeah, no. Even this would have taken some time. This isn't a 10-minute map. I mean, at best, I still think this might be. This is a few hours. Especially with the networking, I reckon at best this is a few hours and maybe even more than that. But yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not going to share the link for this one. The whole intention here is to go, do you know what map's worthy of sharing the link? I just don't want to send any hate anybody's way. And while you guys watching this would not do such a thing, there might be one awkward asshole out there who will do that after the fact. So what we're going to do is we're going to say thanks, but no thanks, and we'll catch up with some natter. But first of all, let me shut down to desktop and we'll have a look at map number 4. That was my best hope map. That really was. I had high hopes for that. Let me call up the game. Come on, game. Click play. And then we'll have a look. I think this map, if I remember rightly, has some potential as well. The last couple of maps, certainly the last map I have no hope for, but I had hope for that one, so it shows how wrong I could be. And then the 5th map might have some potential, but I think this one is my last best hope for a striking gold this week. I think this has to be the one. We are looking at a map. I think it might. Well, I'm pretty sure we've got a Westerner. They have a Western sounding name. I'm guessing at American for very little reason, but something American sounding about their creator name. Right, we are. I'm at the loading screen. I'm gonna launch the map and then I'll share. Right, so what do we have? We need this one. Now, the map name on this one differs from the map name on the workshop, which is frustrating. A little bit frustrating. That said, it's not difficult to find. It's not quite one of these new maps, or you're recreating. You know, the map is of Bangladesh and you call it Brasilia. Yeah, it's not anything stupid like that. It's not difficult to find, but it's a little bit frustrating. We have low resources in all categories, but not zero resources in all categories. And we have a reasonable amount of water, vanilla temperate theme, and click start. I'll share the screen with you in 1 moment. Like about now, I feel. Okay, so what can I tell you about this map before we see any of it? So yeah, I think it's an American creator, possibly British, British, American, Canadian, possibly Aussie, New Zealand. Certainly it's English speaker, but just something about it makes me think American. They have 3 subscribers on the map before I subscribe to it, and it is my first map. Of course, this is my first map, so we're not expecting world record breaking standards, so I'm going to ask you to be kind to the comments as always. This could be a first map maker, which it is on this occasion. They might be a child, they could have learning difficulties, they may have been drunk. That might be the best map ever. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and be supportive, or just have a giggle, or whatever, but not be mean. Okay, try and find something good to talk about. And I think I built the last map up so high in my head that I found it very hard to find anything pleasing or pleasant to say, because I just thought it was going to be really... I thought it was going to be... I didn't think it was going to be massively playable, because the name of the map doesn't lead you to think it's going to be... It's really like... It's almost like, this map is unplayable. It's the name of the map. I didn't expect it to be massively playable, but I thought it was going to be a bit more interesting, and don't really feel we got that from that map. Sad. Anyway, let's get down on the boxes. Thank you. Bye-bye. And let's do presets for what map? Boop. Boop. Right, so first instincts on seeing this, on seeing the screen is playability. Some consideration's been given for that. Got a little blend of trees going on, which is a nice thing to see. Cleared area for the build. Now the thing is, where I think we fail a little bit here is both these highways are kind of coming into the forested area, and the area that is clear is up this way. I would like to have seen these areas to be immediately clear, and then maybe if we had forest here, and maybe just I don't know, along the river's edge or something like that. So yeah, this again, this is all. I've not moved anything yet. Just based on this image alone, I'm not liking the position of the forest. I'm also seeing a humpy bump bridge here. Again, it might not be as bad as it looks from this angle, but from this angle it looks a bit concerning, a little bit worrying. Vanilla wishbone. And again, is this multi-lane? Is this 4 lanes again? We'll have to check that out. But first of all, let's have a little look from the top down. And it's pretty much what we knew before, although we got more of a view of the clover leaves and the these diagonal roads that have been... I think what, without pulling this camera back, I think what they've gone for is this is going to be a big city map. They've gone for that. I feel that the intersections are a little bit too close together for that. You do need to allow yourself a little bit of space between intersections, but yeah, I think they've gone for this is going to be a mega city map, and I don't know, I'm a bit worried about it. Okay, well, they've definitely gone for interesting. We get the thing centered. Definitely gone for interesting here. Let's have a little look at the terrain heights. Perfectly flat apart from the bits that aren't, like every map. Resources. I did say it wasn't 0, didn't I? But we've got a few ink spots dotted around. Just dotted around here and here and here. So yes, that's good. We've got, if you've got Sunset Harbour and want to do some fishing, at least it's an interesting fishing map. We'll give some plaudits for that. So that's just a bit different. Cool. That was weird. I thought I had some... Never mind, that's okay. I thought I had phone ringing or something, but the phone never rings. Nobody calls me, and for good reason. Okay, oh, blimey. I was about to say shipping routes, but before we do shipping routes, look at this air route. Wow. We've, they've gone for it. I don't think it's the best thought out air route. Looks like we're like trying to cover all of the angles, so Plane can come around this way. But if a plane wants to go from here to here, it's going to go up to double back on itself or double back on itself here. It's not as clever as it looks like it's going to be. Shipping routes, plenty of right angle turns going on down to that way. This looks worrying. Oh, let's have a little look at the... That looks really shallow to me. And there's a shipping route there. I mean, the boat's not going to mind, but it does look very, very shallow. A dead end here. And the shipping route that comes up to here. I'm not sure. That just looks like it goes over, crisscrosses rather than actually connects. So built with anarchy. Well, we've done a great job of getting the shipping routes going down all of the rivers. I mean, I'm impressed by that. I'm not even going to look at this. I'm impressed by that. That's something I wouldn't have personally if it was my choice. But that they have done it, and they've done it to a good standard. Again, I'm just not entirely sure. Hang on, we'll see. Now, have we got a ship coming this way? Yeah, it's going straight over that one. So I don't think the shipping route here interconnects, so we won't be any right angles going on. But anyway, that was fun. Oh, water flow in the start square. I don't think it's a problem. I don't think there's a problem. I think I see moving water from this fantastical water spawn point. Where's the start square? Down here, isn't it? Well, maybe not. Maybe not. There's nothing going on there. There's nowhere else. Oh, there is. There's water over here. So yeah, we've got moving water here. So yes, pump, draw, pump, sorted. Yep, that works. Playability, no problem. Let's come back down. Oh, bounced. Sorry about that. So we have here big intersections, setting things up. Let's check the lane count. Again, now these are mass transit rather than network extensions too. Click on that, and where are we? There we go. So that's a mass transit DLC road. So you need mass transit for this one, else the map will not work, including the 2 lanes. The bridge is a little bit vertical. It's alright. I think it's a good height. I'm liking the height. Managing to avoid any street lamp clipping as well, which is a nice little touch. But it is a bit vertical. And I said there was a bridge over here which felt the same. In fact, it's no worse. It's about the same as the other one. If this wasn't a highway, if this was just like a regular in-town road bridge, I wouldn't mind that so much. But on a highway, it's a little bit much, I feel, for that. Rail. Yeah. I mean, what can I tell you? Trees. Okay, so we have this cluster of trees here in the one place where you're going to want to build. Here. I mean, there's no question that if I'm starting to build here, I'm thinking I want to get a big industrial area going on down here, so it gets instant connection to the highway either via here or via here. This for me, this is smoke. All of those trees are going. I mean, I know tree count is going to be low. Let's turn the speed down. Let's have a look at the tree count. Tree count, 4,095. Yeah, 4,595. Sorry. So yeah, we have no tree count. Bye-bye. We have no tree count as such. So you can do your own detailing. But then I still make the argument, if you're going to do your own detailing, then you might as well just start with a flat map with nothing on it at all, and then put your own mountains in. Speaking of mountains, it's like a little seat. Lumpy bump. Lumpy bump. And then we have a start from the other direction. Playing vanilla rules. I think basically this is a vanilla rule. You're never going to connect down to that, are you? I'm very, very surprised if you ever did. But anyway, let's have a little look at your discussion. Minajo's got to go. Oh, I didn't even know you were here. Oh, my Minajo. It's Ross. Ross. I'm assuming that's Ross anyway. Simon gave up after a while, losing the injury. Right. Nothing wrong with the playability of this. Would like some hills. There are some hills. What are you talking about? Vehicles within star jumps over the bridges. Absolutely. Straight out Dukes of Hazzard. I lose interest in full maps that I do. Oh, I'm with you. Yep. Did you change the theme? I've done no theme changing. This is vanilla temperate. And yeah, it's, I mean, it's as good as any theme, isn't it, I guess. So we got that. Yeah, they're all vanilla temperate. Maybe it's the render it preset. It could be. Yeah, I don't even remember. But anyway, yes. Oh well, what preset I have got is in the Ultimate Eye Candy. I have a What Map preset that I use for all shows, which is these settings. And I also have a relight preset. Oh, hang on. My relight preset's wrong. I'm sorry, guys. There you go. That is how it would look in What's Map. Previous maps seen today were all wrong as well, but only a little bit. Well spotted. Well spotted. But yes, we are using the realistic 1.2 LUT. Anyway, yes, they are lovely hills. Please, please admire the hills. The hills are alive, and they're coming to eat you. Okay, I think we're done with this one. My instinct is, I like some of the shape of the way that the rivers are done. I like in this square edge here for like harbour edge, because it looks like it's right under 25 tiles to me. The overall design of the map is interesting enough. I think where we've got hills, if you take that hill out and hit that hill out and this hill out and replace them maybe with forests, that would probably be a bit more interesting than what we've got. I'd like to see a bit more resources though. The resources are a bit there's plenty of room for fertile. Yeah, that one, I mean, please. Oh no, that's ore, isn't it? Oil or fertile. This, the one place I want to smoke out with a big industrial area is the one place that we're going to have farms. I don't know. Anyway, that for me is it's playable and somebody will like it. It's just, don't think it's going to be me, not this week. Right, let's go back to this while I shut the game down and we do the next map. Quit to desktop, and we'll launch again. Thank you game. Click play. Can't remember how many more maps we've got to do. Two more maps on the to-do list, and then we will be, oh, tickly nose, then we'll be done. I'll say this next map is our last hope, I feel, for finding that hidden treasure. Maybe. I hope. Oh, I haven't done one of these yet, have I? There we go. Have one of those. And we'll see what we have. Paradox logo. Lovely. Great design. It's actually Paradox logo is a great design. They can have 4.5 stars for aesthetics. No, screw it. 5. They can have 5 for aesthetics. So anyways. Ah, brilliant. We're up. Right. Hang on. And new game. And which one am I looking for this time? I'm looking for that one. So this one. What can I tell you about this one before we get started? Is it's good for resources, I would say. About middle on all of the resources. Vanilla temperate theme, and we'll click start on that. And once we get a bit of life, which is about now. Cool. Excuse me. Right, so I will give you the background on this. As always, if you're new here. We're going to be kind in the comments because this could be a child, a first-time creator, somebody with learning difficulties. It could be your own mother, or it could be the best map creator we've ever found, and therefore we're going to be nice and supportive no matter what. And if the map's any good, I will share the link in the description. And if it's not, then we're going to hold back to save sending any hate the creator's way. Right, so map number 5 of 6. What can I say about this one? Polish creator. Male Polish creator. The map name is, I think we're looking at a European style build, maybe. And it's a my first map, and this map has 10 subscribers, which is quite sizable. Not as good as the 1,124 that we had earlier, but I suspect it's going to be more playable than that one. At least I hope it's going to be more playable than that one. Right, let's see what we got. In times you've started the Cities Skylines program in your whole playing career. Very good question. Earlier on today, I cleared out the loading screen mod folder where I had, I think it was 4,000 reports. Admittedly, that's like 2,000 reports because you get the report and you get the browser. So that's probably 2,000 starts. And that is since I last cleaned out the thing. And of that, some of these maps will need a restart. Sometimes I do a what map review and the map needs restarting 2, 3 or 4 times. And sometimes that's because there's a problem with the map, and sometimes it's a problem with me. I catch I've made a mistake, or I've got a problem with the recording. I'd have to start the thing from over again. So basically, there's a whole bunch of reasons. So sometimes I can, on a bad What's map, and where let's say if I'm just doing the stupid stuff. Let's say I've loaded up the map and I've missed it needs tree anarchy, and I've got the unlimited tree mod because there's too many things to check and I missed it. So I have to relaunch it. So there's because there's going to be 100 things. There can be 100 things. The map will be well Polish then. Oh, but unfortunately my buttons aren't working. So make your own sound effects. But yes, so the answer would be, I mean, we've got 1,500 reviews. So that's 1,500 map reviews. Then say times that by, say 2 for restarts and stuff like that. So that'd be 3,000. That's just for what maps, tutorials, my own personal plays, this show. Yeah, lots and lots and lots. And how many in-game hours have I got? And how many of those are actually playing? And how many are me going, oh, let's shut down this window. Let's shut down this window. Let's shut down that window. Yeah, good question. Oh, how I am sharing the screen. I am sharing the screen. Good for me. I must be good at this thing. Let's share that as well while we're doing it. Right, so let's see. What can I tell you from... Well, there's something promising about this. And that is the one thing that we can see here. The rail bridge. Looks like it comes down to the ground a little bit droppy there, just possibly. I'm seeing straight lines here and here, though. So, but you know what? At first glance, I would say this has some level of potential. Right. Well, there's something notable by its absence here, and that is a highway going into the start square. So this is going to be a rail start, which of course means you can't play this vanilla base game style because you don't unlock rail for a while. But for those people that want to start with rail, and we have highways running around the outsides, it's quite interesting. Let's start the simulation up. Oh wow. Oh wow. All of those highways and yet nothing hitting the start square. That's almost unreal. Almost unreal. Okay, let's do the usuals. Okay, so it's very flat, which will please a lot of people. Resources are strong and by area, so you can concentrate on, we're going to do the oil here. Yeah, you're not looking around for resources. You know that those are those areas. Still feel that fertile land works better along like a river area rather than distance inland, but that's just a personal choice. Fishing, if you've got Sunset Harbour and want to do some fishing, it looks like this. And let's have a little look for shipping routes, because that could be troublesome. Oh, dear oh me. Okay, so, well, we got the bridge. Bridge is low. It's right at the edge of the map. Doesn't matter. Does, but it doesn't matter. Then we got this. Then we got this. Then we've got... We're crashing through every single bridge. Isambard Kingdom Brunel would not be happy. This is... How many bridges have we killed? Oh, we saved the bridge. Save a bridge, you bonbon. Oh, man. That looks a bit clunky there. Anyway, so yeah, we have shipping. Then water flow. Water flow in start square. We have start square. Could be troublesome as well because we're right in the middle. Oh, should be. Blimey, that came from nowhere. I'm not really seeing any water movement at all. So be careful, I think the answer is. You could draw from there and pump to here and you'd probably be okay. Maybe. Okay, so... Highways. Highways. Well, first, actually, let's give some credit here. I'm not seeing any trees on the highways. I am not seeing any trees on the highways. That is... It just makes me happy. I found something that makes me happy. They've gone to the effort, and this highway's a bit... doesn't know whether to elevate it or not. But look at this. No trees on the highways. There's probably one somewhere. No, there won't be any there. There might be some over here. No? No? Oh. Yeah, the highway engineers went on holiday here. That doesn't quite match up to the standard of everywhere else. But yeah, we've got absolutely all of the highway networks. Just... nothing that connects down to the start square, which I would say is, I've got to say it, I think that's a fail. On a highway map, if this was a, I mean, we have lots of rail as well, clearly, but on what I would call a highway map, not having a highway connection, I feel is a loss. What do you think? Let's just check, see what's going on in the chat. All the junctions at the base, all the junctions, the base wishbone. I hate them with a passion. They look so unrealistic. Do they? Do they? I would argue they don't. I would just argue that they're too high. Let's do a little play. Let's, oh blimey, still in this mode. So let's see what sort of height do we want this? Don't want this segment. Gotta leave that. Hey, there you go. All right. Right. This. Hang on, we should do this one first. So probably about there. And then about there. Maybe. I'm not going to worry too much about that's fine like that. I'm not going to worry about street lamp clipping or anything like that. I just want to, come on, gotcha. And slope. Right, that's cool. And then we're going to do something similar here. Slope. And boosh, 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 slope. Do you feel actually maybe this one should be sloped as well? So if you do that, I feel that it's just that it's so vertical, and even that probably, there we go. So yeah, that's instantly better. That's not changing the shape of it. And again, the shape of it could probably be reshaped a little, but just swapping out the verticality with it on it, and it's instantly a zillion times better. And then doing that across the entire map for every single one of them on here. That's going to take a while, isn't it? Yeah, so my thought is it's a strong river map. Would like to see it actually flowing in one direction. We've got a lot of highways going on there. No highway in the start square. What's something to talk about? Right, I think I'm going to switch this down. We'll launch up map number 6, which I have no hope for, which means it's definitely going to be the best map we've seen tonight. Without question. Without any question at all. Right, so what's this map going to be called? It was... Now this is an American, and possibly a juvenile American, given the name of the creator, which did make me chuckle, which makes me juvenile. It's a pun, a sexual pun, and absolutely hilarious. So it's sort of name where you look at it and you go, let me read that out loud. You read it out loud and it is funny. But only because you're juvenile. Right, okay, we're up. I shall check the chat. Let's have a look. Yes, I yeah. Global settings on OBS stream thing was just reset, and I'd not touched them. I guarantee I'd not touched. I didn't even know there were global settings, and why would I change them? I wouldn't. Right, okay. So our final map tonight: vanilla temperate theme, realistic 1.2 LUT. We have all of the connections. We have good strong resources. Well, medium strength resources across everything. Forestry looks a little bit light. And the creator name to snigger over. Excuse me a second. I'm back. Okay. So, as always, we're going to be nice in the comments because this could be a new creator. It is their 8th map, though. Having said that, this creator has been churning them out at a rate of 1 a day. So 8th map in 8 days. Not really spending long enough to really improve, although I'm very happy to be proven wrong in a few moments' time because I'm hoping this is going to be the best map ever. They are, I think, from America. I can't remember why I thought they were from America, but I've got a little question mark by it. Oh, map number 2. I forgot to say. Map number 2, way back. I said it was a Chinese creator. However, they are self-declared as being from Argentina. But everything is uploaded in Chinese. So I suspect maybe they have Argentinian ancestry, or maybe they want to move there. Maybe they're a big fan of Argentina. I don't know. Anyway, this one, the map name is, I'm going to say juvenile again, but not in a stupid sexual way, but in a it's my first map kind of way. It's not their first map, it's their 8th map. But yeah, don't want to give too much away about the map until we've decided we're going to share it or not. But the map name is juvenile, but not in a teen. There you go. The map name is more kindergarten juvenile than high school juvenile, and it's fine. It's fine. It's not a negative. It's not a negative thing. I'm just trying to find a descriptive way of giving you the map name without giving you the map name. Okay, right. What we have is I've got nothing to say about this. This is pretty much what I would expect to find on the final map of one of these things. I'm not expecting to find gold on this 6th map, but it might still be. Let's hold out hope for a little bit longer. Well, 2 maps in a row, no highway in the start square. So another rail. If you're a rail enthusiast, maybe this is the map for you. The river is more of a canal, very wide canal. Sewage canal. Suez canal. Anyway, and then we've got the right angle. Maybe it's a Dutch build. Okay, pull right back, and well, it's a bit different. I'm gonna say I don't hate it. I don't hate it. There's stuff to talk about here which I would say is good practice. There's definitely stuff in here which is less good practice, but we'll get to that. Very flat apart from what I'm guessing is Waterfall Mountain. Then we have resources. I did say medium, but we've got 3 decent sizes without it being clever. It's just does what it needs to do. Location's not too bad actually. It's away from the start square. Gives you lots of room down here for a city build. And then over here towards the highways for your industries. There are worse places they could have put the industries. So a bit of credit for that. If you've got Centre Harbour and we'll do some fishing. A lot of shellfish, a little bit of tuna up here in the up here inland, river tuna. Shipping routes, getting croaky. Shipping routes coming down here. We've got, I'm not quite sure how that's meant to connect. Is this a right angle here? Does this all connect? Are you coming this way? No, you're going that way. You would be going. I was hoping you'd be coming, but you're going. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Shipping route comes up here through the bridges. They might, don't think they're high enough. They might be high enough. And that pillar is centered enough that it won't be clipped through. Look at the air routes here. And off and out. We've got a shipping route going off this way as well. I would like another boat, please. I want to see. Oh, because if I start the simulation up, that would help, wouldn't it? Here we go. Here comes a boat. Here comes a boat. That's what we want. Right, where are you actually going to go? Ah, there you go. There's the answer. Let's see how it actually navigates that. Whilst we are here, let's call this in. Shipping routes. Right. Brings it down here. So we're going to probably see. Come on. Right, so I'm going to turn the speed up. Apart from the right angledness of it, doesn't actually look as bad as it could have done. What are you doing here? Let's have a little. Let's check you out. Yeah, it handles it more or less like a right angle, despite all of the craziness there. Water flow in the start square. Let's have a little look at that. We have. Oh, okay, that's a win. We got a win. A win-win-win. Best map ever. What more can you ask for? Right, so let's have a little. I'm so glad it's the last review. My voice is just going now, just dying now. Oh look, it's our old friend. I'm out of here, out of there. It's our old friend, the mass transit highway, which isn't listed in the requirements, so therefore technically this map is broken. Technically, but we've all got mass transit, so it isn't. Correct? Am I right? Am I ever right? Am I right about anything? Look at this. Look at this. No trees under the highways. Oh, hang on. No, that's shadows. Yeah, no trees under the highways. I am surprised and impressed. The rail. It could be a little bit slicker than that. This central one here obviously wants to be in the middle there, and it could be at the same height as these. That's not far off being good. Not far off at all. Then we have a little bit of little spiky bits, the old shark's teeth. Heading up this way, around, down the back, and this is all elevated at ground level, isn't it? Or is this just the sound barriers? Not sure. Let's find out. Yeah, sound barriers. Fair enough. Fair enough. I can let you off that. I mean, the design and shape, it's fits into your 25 tiles, so that's good work. The bit over here where you can't build because it's out of the 25 tiles, let's not look at this bridge at the moment. That is Yeah, that kind of is outside of the border, which has been marked, I would say, by this highway here. Let's have a look at this bridge. It's a work of art. Absolutely. I can't find fault with that at all. Yeah. This crater thing, can I say I like it? I mean, I don't love it. I'm not saying it's my favourite thing that I've ever seen. With the exception of the way that this has been handled here. I mean, forget the bridge for now, but the way that the water outlet has been done with this, just like these elevated plateaus, and they're just rough and ready. Ignore that. But the rest of it, I find that interesting enough to. I'm okay. I'm okay with it. I don't hate it. On another map. On another map, I would be I'd take a look at that and I go, yeah, that's all right, and then move on. But because this is like the one real focal point on the map, it doesn't carry the map on itself. But on another map, that would work well enough, depending on what the map was and how everything else works around it. Then we've got these canals going on, which are, I mean, they're bold and strong. Yes, we've got shipping, clipping and whatever, but they're bold and strong. Decent sized islands, and no highways in the start square. So I don't know what to say to that. Let's park the camera over here. Let's park it. Where can we park it? How about here? We can overlook the map down that ways. Hang on. Where did the feed go? It's been one of those nights, isn't it? It has been absolutely one of those nights. I tell you, I've had enough. I'm just about had enough. Oh, this is what happens when I don't check the chat. Anyways, right. Here's the map. Just remember everything I've just told you. This is that thing that I said on another map. It's the feature. It's outside of the 25 tiles. I want to cry. Oh man. Oh, shut up, Dolomite. Just get out of my head. I will be reading back through the comments. I promise you. I will be reading back through the comments. Oh my god. This is just, it's just one of, started off with no sound. I ended up with no visuals, didn't I? Anyway, yeah, this is that bridge that I was telling you how clunky it was. Let's just not look at the bridge. That was done in a hurry. This is that water outlet that I was talking about with the crater. The crater itself, I don't hate. I really don't hate. This outlet just needs some work. Forget the bridge. The bridge is different. We've got the start square. There we go. There's your start square, which is fun. That thing with the shipping. Catch up on everything you've missed here. Over here is that. So we have this going on, and then we have this going on, and ships are taking that just as they right angle pretty much. I think with the ships that are coming this way, they're coming in, they're going that way. By the time the ship has turned right angle enough to go to there, it doesn't need to turn much more, so it just continues with its movement. So it kind of like drifts around here, sort of. Doesn't look like a drift. It looks like a right angled turn. Bridges, a little bit too low, just a little bit. And shipping, so air routes, there's this shenanigans going on with air routes in the middle. Oh man, have a snooze and a drink. Do you know what? I'm gonna have some supper as well. I've not. It's 11 p.m. nearly, and I've not had any supper, but I have had fun, which more than makes up for it. Yeah. So the highways, no trees under the highways, which I was surprised by. Really expected trees under there. The map itself fits into the 25 tiles, with the unbuildable area over here being out of the 25 tiles. I'm finding good stuff to talk about. No highway in the start square again, though. That's a fail. Water flow in the start square is mostly from this this flow here. There's not too much going on here, but the start square catches most of this, so we do have good strong water flow there. I'm okay. Again, in terms of maps, I don't hate this. I don't hate it. It's way better than I thought it would be. Really does want to have a highway connection in the start square. Really does. But yeah. Hey ho. Just dreading reading the chat now. I'm going to do that after the show finishes, I think. I think we'll have to do that. Yeah, it was only when I went back into... oh, there's my images. Oh, I see. What I should have done was this. There you go. You got the full screen now. Full screen effect. Anyways, I think at that point... I'm gonna leave it on this one. I'll leave it on that one. We'll send up another one of these for those of you that haven't hit the like button already. Because why would you not want to hit the like button? Never a dull moment. Oh, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. So anyway, a little reminder for those of you still here. Thursday night, I will be streaming. Maybe in silence. Maybe with no visuals. Maybe in silence with no visuals. Maybe with the streaming software switched off. But I will be streaming. I'll be playing Project Zomboid. Project Zomboid, a zombie survival game with an old school kind of like 3D isometric view that looks like it's going to be shit. It really does. That's why I'd not bought it before. It was available on the Steam sale. It is really good fun. I've been playing it for a while. It's a much deeper than I thought it was going to be. There's just so much depth to it. There's skill trees. There's to learn stuff. You read books, and it's not just a question of click on the book. You have to click, but and you sit there waiting for this guy to read a book to level up his carpentry or his mechanics, and it's so much depth to the game. With any luck, I've been chatting with John, this old gamer. And he's had a look at it. He's really interested. We are thinking about doing, and we are only thinking about doing it, but we are thinking about doing a combined Let's Play, multiplayer Let's Play with the two of us stumbling around trying to survive against the zombie apocalypse. It's a lot of fun. I've had so much fun with it. I can't wait to share it with you. So if you want to join me on Sunday night, where I'll be playing solo on Sunday night, and we'll just have a little bit of a run around Kentucky and see if we can't kill a few zombies. Should be fun. Anyway, I think that's going to be it. So what we'll do is we'll drop down to here. It's gone. I'm going to say thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. What have I got for you? Actually, before we do that, let's have a little look at what's coming up this week on What's Map. So tomorrow, Island Bay and Frog Plain. I'm not going to say they're the best maps you'll ever see, but they are both interesting. Frog Plain especially has some very interesting features. Island Bay possibly a little bit more playable, and then we'll finish the week with part 2 on Friday. We'll be playing on a map which will get a very rare score, A very, very rare score. Mostly because the map isn't designed to be played on. And why am I reviewing it? Because it's one for the map makers. You'll see. I promise you, you'll see. We'll see. Anyway, unless there's anything in the chat now that I need to respond to, let me have a quick look. Someone pulls a knife on me, on the knife and blade in one hand, hit him over the head with all your... Yes. I'll tell you what, that my first play on Project Zombie, the only weapon I had was a bread knife. And I was getting cut all the time from climbing through broken windows. It was only my about 6th attempt that I was able to get a car. Got in the car, didn't work. I need mechanic skills. By about my 12th play, I found a car which had the car key in it, and it worked. I drove it around the corner and run it into a, what do you guys call them? Brain's not working. But the fire department plugged their water in. We don't have them over here. But anyway, those water outlets in the street for the fire. Anyway, one of those. I ran into one of those and wrote the car off. That's my life, isn't it, eh? Anyway, yes, I think it's all good. I'm going to boogle off now. I'm going to go and get myself something to eat, and I'm going to come back and see the chat. Oh my god, oh my god, it's going back for miles. You guys are hilarious. Yes, it is nearing my bedtime. Dinner first though. Right, okay, I've been BonBonB. You've been very, very welcome. Thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing. Join me tomorrow for What's Map, for Saturday for the chart show, and for Thursday night for Project Zomboid live stream. I've been BonBonB. You've been very, very welcome, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.